I got challenged by one of my legendary viewers to win a game in Reload with every single AR. And for my first game, he gave me 3 options. I could try using whatever ARs I wanted, which would be the easiest, combat ARs only, which would be medium difficulty, or mythic ARs only, which would be very hard. I wasn't gonna take the easy way out though, so I decided that I would do all 3 of his challenges along with getting the win with every single other AR that was currently in Reload. And these games get really crazy, especially at the end where I win only using the MK7, so make sure you stick around. Now this was my first game, and I didn't receive the donation with the challenge in it until after I'd already killed this one guy. Gotcha. You do AR only? Sure, why not? I can try. So after accepting the challenge and finding a purple burst, I went off to W key since I always like to try and drop 20 bombs in Reload. This guy looks like a good target. I'm B main right now. Was that through a bush? Bro, just sniped me. Now, since this was my first game, I figured why not warm up with the easiest part of the challenge, which would be using any ARs that I wanted to win the game. For my ARs, I was testing out using a combat AR for close and medium range, and then the striker burst for those long range shots that I needed to hit. And it was actually working out a lot better than I had expected. How is he still alive? Sir, you've just been hit for a lot. Now, since I was plowing through this lobby so easily, I thought there was no possible way for me to lose. But because I was streaming, I had a bunch of bozos trying to stream snipe me, and I didn't realize it at the time, but one of them had managed to get into my game. You'll definitely be able to tell who the stream sniper was, because they made a beeline straight for me a little after reboots had ended. There we go. Oh, Miss Bunny Penny just got zapped by somebody. Looks like it was this guy. Is that a mythic? That's a legendary. These guys really aren't the brightest players. Oh, why did you have to show up? So after accidentally landing directly on a guy and having to take him out, I went back on over to where I was before since I'd heard some guys brawling. Go for the other guy. Oh, he's going towards the other guy. Ooh, cracked. The hipfire was pretty lucky. How is he not dead? So unfortunately the stream sniper killed me, but I didn't miss a single shot on him, so there wasn't really that much more I could have done. Anyways, I locked in for attempt number 2, and let me tell you, this game I was absolutely beaming everybody I saw. Oh, that guy was not paying attention. What's Alley A? Now for this game, I decided that I would use the infantry for my second AR instead of the striker burst. But honestly, the combat AR is so incredibly overpowered that I really didn't get to use the infantry rifle very much. What is this guy doing? And he's back. And that guy had no clue. So after getting a little over 10 kills, I realized that there was definitely potential for a 20 bomb, or if I got lucky, maybe even a 30 bomb. Oh, and also, I know it looks like everybody I'm fighting is a scared noob just trying to run away, but trust me, most of these guys are actually pretty good and have like 20% win rates with kill death ratios close to 10. Of course, even if they're good against normal players, that doesn't carry over to when they're fighting me, and I was making a lot of these guys legit look like AI. Jeez Louise, I'm beaming. And these guys don't even stand a chance against me. Wait, this guy have the death chest? Oh, he just had the heisted breacher. Oh, there we go. We got them, let's go. So after completing the first challenge pretty easily, I loaded into my next game, and this time I was gonna try to get the win using only the hammer AR. Now this first attempt at the hammer AR only was actually pretty crazy because it took up until a 7th party just to take away one of my respawns. This guy didn't respawn. Bro, these guys are jumping in my face and I'm still killing them while scoping in. Bro, the hammer AR is crazy. Oh, there's another guy. I'm playing Horde Rush right now. How many more are gonna spawn out of nowhere? Oh, here we go. What do you know? I'm not in the bush. And he headshot me. So unfortunately, I didn't survive that horde of guys, and later when reboots had ended, I was once again getting chased by a bunch of people. And I went to fight for high ground because then I'd be safe, but of course there was a guy up there and he had a ton of HP left over for reboots. And so I was taken out. Bro, he is 38 HP. I knew I could totally do it though, so my next game I locked in to get the win. Okay, that works. So after accidentally killing that guy with my sword, I healed up a little bit before I found a couple more guys that were both trying to jump me at the same time. How are these guys losing? That fight was definitely close, but now I knew that I could do close-up fighting with my AR and still shred people. So I went off to W key people and hopefully find an upgrade since I only had a gray hammer AR. Oh, how do you know I'm here? The other guy is right there, about to kill you. And you're shooting me? Now, after getting a couple kills, I fortunately managed to find this guy who was trying to camp, and once I had taken him out, he dropped me a blue hammer AR. I'm not sure how much better the bloom on the blue versus the gray hammer AR is, but I instantly knew that I needed to get an upgrade from my other gray AR because I was not missing a single shot with my blue one. Someone else was waiting for them to fight as well. And as luck would have it, I found another blue hammer AR. So I went back to W keying, but I had to be careful because reboots were about to end very soon. And once they did, if I was fighting, I knew that the entire lobby would instantly all focus me. Oh, I just was headshot sniped. I hear Spider-Man. There goes Spider-Man. Yo. He just sniped me through a bush. Yo, the Kato Thorn Scope Burst SMG. That thing is so incredibly rare. After thankfully completing the hammer AR without too much trouble, I decided that now I would tackle challenge number 2, where I could only use combat ARs. How do you get over there? Now, a crazy thing soon happened because I discovered that somebody in my lobby had gotten the shockwave hammer, and I instantly knew that I had to somehow get my hands on it because if I did, I was basically guaranteed the win. Oh, he's running. Really don't think this is him. Oh, wait. Yo. W to that other guy for knowing where this guy was. So with the shockwave hammer, which is one of the mythics I can basically never find in Reload acquired, I knew that I had to make sure I didn't die. Because even though I had one respawn left, I knew I most likely wouldn't be able to catch up to whoever had killed me, since they would be running around with my hammer. That really did not work out for him. He was weak. Oh, a slide kicked him off. Unfortunately, my worst fear soon came true because I went to jump on this guy, but I guess he had decided that he wasn't gonna miss any of his shots because he destroyed me. No, bro. I wasn't about to let him ruin my game though, and both me and my chat knew that I had to cheat a tiny bit and take him out with an infantry rifle since there weren't any combat ARs anywhere close by. There we go. That's all the cheating I will do. After taking that guy out and getting my loadout back, reboots were about to end, so I decided to go up on high ground. That's a little bit too far. Oh, what the heck? Where was he? Yeah, I may have gotten jump scared a little, but thankfully it didn't keep me from destroying him when he came back up. 180. Soon it was just down to a 1v1, and the last guy must have been a total noob because he had no clue where I was in the final fight. Bro, that's an interesting play. So after winning that game, which counted for 2 spots, since they were both just combat AR only, I was searching around in my next game hoping to find a burst AR to use. And oh boy, did I ever get lucky. If someone jumps on me, they're gonna be so confused on what my loadout is. It's still not bad. With me finding a mythic burst off spawn, I knew that this could definitely be a crazy game, so I locked in to get the 20 bomb. Now I'm pretty sure that Sloan's mythic burst is technically better than Ocean's burst, but I was still beaming with it. And it was also really nice having 30 bullets to shoot before reloading, unlike with Sloan's burst, which only has 20. You'll see in a little bit how having that extra ammo saved my entire game, which is nice. Oh, and bro is back. Okay, how does someone with a combat AR lose a hipfire battle? Soon I had reached 10 kills, but it didn't look like the area of the map I was in was gonna calm down anytime soon because people kept flying in left and right. And so I just kept W keying. Everyone's flying over, try to get the supply drop. Eventually, after getting some more kills, I ran into these 2 guys which I managed to take out, but I was super close to running out of bullets and dying. Man, that was close. After that close call, I decided to play a bit more safe until reboots ended to make sure I'd have all my respawns get converted into 350 HP for me. And once reboots ended, I decided that I wasn't gonna camp like everybody else, and instead, I was going to be super aggressive and intimidate everybody into not even bothering to fight me and just running away. This plan worked out pretty flawlessly since the lobby was a bit more dead than usual, and soon it was just down to me and 2 other guys. Man, he got beamed. He's definitely, oh. Why was he peeking? Let's go. Now that I was already halfway done with the challenge, I decided to tackle some of the harder ARs like the infantry rifle. However, this game didn't exactly go according to plan because I ran into this cheater that was still mad about how I had killed him a few days ago. Oh, I blanked him. Oh, there's a guy in the water. What the heck? That was through a wall. So for this guy I highly suspected of cheating, you'll see him at the end of this game, but first a little backstory. You see, about a week ago when I was trying to record a challenge tour, I had a full inventory of mythics when I got zapped by this guy. And when I respawned a little later, he hit me for 250 damage through a bush with all headshots. That's not all though, because my next game I realized that this guy was once again in my lobby. This time though I played it careful because I knew something was up with him, and I played high ground and just barely managed to kill him for the win. Naturally, I looked up his stats on Fortnite Tracker because both of those 2 games he had around a 30 bomb. But that's when I noticed something strange, because his usual win rate was around 4% with a kill death ratio of 2, but then his win rate for the last 30 days was 50% with a kill death ratio of 30. At least to me, this is highly suspicious because players generally don't improve that much instantly. Where was that guy? Oh, chat, this guy's a cheater. Now, after realizing that the same very suspicious guy was in this game, I knew I had to play it safe and somehow take him out without getting beamed. But this was a little easier said than done because the entire lobby had collectively decided to harass me. Jeez. Calm down, mister. I had to rotate into a bush because zone was moving, but then the sus guy hit me for 180 damage through the bush. Wait, that's just interesting. He just hit me 100 plus 50 plus 80. Bro. Needless to say, I was glad to be out of that lobby, and thankfully my next game was much more normal and I managed to get the win. Wait, can I search? Oh, I can search the potted plant. What do I get? Sadly, searching the potted plant didn't give me anything, but a little later I hit this nice slide kick to kill a guy. Then, unfortunately, I got jumped by this Catwoman, and then instantly jumped by her again when I respawned. And now I was down to no reboots left, which meant that if I died, it was game over. I did manage to find a purple infantry rifle though, and I was honestly still pretty confident that I could win the game as long as I managed to not get third-party by Catwoman again. And so with the help of my trusty bush, I set camping and taking out any of the occasional guys that came near me. But after a little bit, I was starting to get bored, and I really wanted to fight even though reboots had ended. So when I saw this guy who was trying to heal up, I decided why not bubble fight him. I'm bubble fighting with an infantry rifle. Soon it was down to a 1v1v1, so I took the best course of action and just waited until the other two guys fought, so then I could swoop in and third party. Bro's gonna kill himself to storm. Let's go, infantry rifles only. With the infantry rifle completed, I was now down to either using the DMR, the Ranger AR, or the MK7. I did want to save the MK for last though, and the DMR isn't really something I like using, so I decided that this game I would try completing the Ranger AR. Now the Ranger AR is interesting because it's the definition of mid for ARs, but honestly, this game I was somehow going crazy with it. Why are there so many guys here? Oh, that was close. And he came back. Now, with the Ranger AR, there are a few things you kind of have to do to hit your shots. First, if you're not close range, instead of pressing and holding the shoot button, you have to tap fire, otherwise most of your shots will miss. When I'm hip firing up close too, I'm almost never pressing and holding down my shoot button because otherwise the bloom becomes really massive. At least to me, the Ranger feels kind of like a depressed version of the heavy AR, and it's just such a clunky weapon to use. So when I'm playing Reload normally, I never ever use it. So far though, I was doing really well, especially since I've only had a gray and green Ranger for the entire game. But after a little bit, I found this guy who must have stolen all the mobility on the map because he would not stop running. And this guy doesn't stop running. But this guy must have like 6 shockwaves, 6 of everything. I've never seen someone so scared. He's still going. Unfortunately, the scared guy escaped, but not that long after reboots ended, so I just sat in a bunker and waited until the zone pushed the last 2 guys out of their hiding spots. There we go. Ranger AR only, and I still got a 20 bomb. With the Ranger AR completed, I now only had to get the win with the DMR before I could try with the MK7. But let me tell you, this DMR challenge was many times harder than finding the MK7. In fact, while I was trying to find a DMR, I found twice as many mythic and exotics as I did DMRs, which is kind of absurd. Ooh, here we go. Purple DMR. Now, I only found 3 DMRs during this entire time I was searching for one, but it was in my first game off spawn, so I thought it would be easy. But boy, was I wrong. So what made this part of the challenge so hard wasn't actually the DMR itself, because the DMR has good damage if you hit your shots, and up close you can also sort of hit hipfire shots. Instead, it was finding the DMR and also the incredibly annoying players that always seem to be in my lobbies. In fact, a lot of the time I really felt like everybody was just trying to team up on me, since they'd all be chilling and not shooting each other, but the second I showed up, I would be getting focused by everybody. I know that right here I got focused because I was in the sky, but some of my other games, there would be people fighting each other, and then suddenly they'd both stop and start shooting me, even though they were right next to each other. Anyways, after dying to the sky, I loaded into my next game where I was determined to not stop looting until I found a DMR. Things didn't go exactly to plan though, and Fortnite was trying to troll me pretty hard near the end of the game. Why is there a guy in here? Like what? There's just random guys camping in random houses. After encountering that special individual, I continued searching and I did get lucky, but not in the way I wanted. Oh, well, I got the shadow tracker, why not? I just wanted a DMR, like, bruh. I never found anything that game. However, 4 games later, after searching for half the match, I finally managed to find another DMR. Oh, there we go, finally. After like 30 chests, I got a DMR. And then later, I came across this guy who had the grapple glider, and I knew that if I managed to get my hands on it, I might be able to get the win. Oh, I knew I saw the grapple glider. Unfortunately, since I only had a DMR, I couldn't really be aggressive, and when reboots ended, everybody just started sitting and camping, which forced me to do the same exact thing. Now, I could have tried shooting all their cover out, but it would have only made me a target for the rest of the lobby to look at, so instead, I just had to hope the last guys would fight, and I could third party for the win. Of course, since I don't have good luck, that's not what happened, and the second to last guy just kept trying to fight me for some reason. Is this guy dumb? What is he doing? Yo, what is this? How's it in the sky? The floating ramp was a little bit of good luck, but it really didn't make up for the fact that the default I had to fight for the final 1v1 was a cheater. And yes, I know for a fact he was cheating because he's on a brand new account and didn't miss a single shot. Oh, in storm. Dude. Dying to the cheater didn't really put me in a good mood, but I still kept searching for a DMR, even though I knew I probably wouldn't be able to find one. It's kind of dumb, though, how unlucky I was getting, because normally if I'm just playing Reload, I find DMRs really easily. I'm not really sure why me now actively searching for one would make it so rare, but I bet you there was some Fortnite dev somewhere giggling. Oh, what do you know? Midas' drum gun again. Still no DMR, though. And there's a guy with a shockwave hammer. Now, to make it less boring for me, I decided that I would allow myself to play normally until I found a DMR, and only then I would have to drop all my guns. I almost never cheat in challenges like this, but after only finding 2 DMRs in 3 hours, I was seriously tired of looting. Naturally, with me having such a crazy loadout, I somehow got a DMR from a supply drop, which meant that I had to drop all my OP weapons. Well, there we go. Look at that, I got a DMR. Finally. Well, I got my 3rd DMR, and this time I was determined to win since I knew there were no cheaters in my lobby. Oh, hopefully these guys fight each other. That'd be nice. Oh, yeah, they are, okay. Sweet. Keep fighting. Yeah, let's go, finally. So finally, I was now just down to winning with a mythic MK7, and to keep from having a repeat like with the DMR, my stream chat decided that I should play normally until I found the MK. And I guess to make up for my bad luck with the DMR, I found the MK7 my first game searching for it. Timu revolver? I mean, I think it's the Timu, mammoth pistol. Did I get that kill? I don't know if I did. So after having a discussion with chat about how the Deagle is the Timu mammoth pistol, I slowly found myself rotating on over to Lonely Lodge since that's where all the action was. And that's also where I found the mythic MK7. Bro evaporated. Oh, that guy evaporated too. Yo! Well, chat, I just found it on the ground somehow. With the MK7 acquired, I now just had to win the game, but it was not gonna be easy since everybody in the lobby knew what the MK sounded like and they all wanted to get it from me. 220, dang. 220, they have to get these mythics. Oh yeah, keep shooting. I have to play it kind of safe, I feel like, because everyone knows what the MK sounds like. So with reboots ending soon, I locked in for the win, and I wanted there to not even be the slightest chance of me losing the game. Fantastic idea. Can't risk it. What the heck? No, thank you. I can definitely win. I just gotta play it safe and not get headshot sniped by that guy. Okay. Oh man. Why don't you calm down, mister? He's hitting me with a sword, even though he's not hitting me. That's always fun. Eventually, reboots ended, and it was now down to just 5 of us left, but all the rest of the guys were sort of ignoring each other while trying to take me out. Why is there guys everywhere I land? Like, what? Dude, seriously? Someone warned me about sword spammers. I guess I'm getting to experience one. I have to be the guy to kill everybody. Otherwise, people don't fight. Let's go. Well, that's every AR that's currently in Reload, but they're probably updating the loot pool soon, so comment down below what challenges you want me to do next. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.